Whoa, what's that? Hafsa, we got invitations to a salsa and flamenco party.
Ooh, that sounds like fun!
I think we should do some research on the dances so that we know what we're doing.
That's a good idea.
Alright, I'll do flamenco, you do salsa.
Okay.
Alright, so flamenco originated in Andalusia, Spain, where it is still most popular today. And it started from the lower levels of society and was passed by oral tradition. The gypsies and the southernmost Spain's outcast populations drew influences from culture of the Iberian Peninsula through Spanish invasion, because the Greeks, the Romans invaded Spain, and Spain invaded other cultures like the Jewish and the Moors. And today, flamenco represents people who were persecuted, such as the Moors, the Gitanos, and the Jews. And these people were persecuted by Spanish Inquisition. So, if you look at this video, you can see how the dancer represents the struggle and moves her hands around and has a solemn face and is very passionate. And yeah. Sarah Bears is a female flamenco dancer born in San Fernando, Spain. She started dancing at only 8 years old in her mother's dance school. Later on in life, she received the prize for the best female dance performer, and in 1997, she started her own company to perform shows for people to watch. For other people to watch.
That video was so cool, Lucci. You know, salsa was originated in New York City and not in like some other Latin American country. But it was highly influenced by Cubans and Puerto Ricans. So when Spanish colonists brought African slaves over to Cuba, their cultures kind of mixed, and then when Cubans came to New York City, a lot of the Latin communities started mixing their own music with jazz and just, you know, had fun with it. Ooh, I found this really good video. Want to watch?
Yes?
Eddie Torres, also known as the Mambo King, is 66 years old and was born in East Harlem, New York, New York. He's a world-famous salsa instructor and has trained thousands of dancers over the course of 4 decades. Torres is known for his abnormal salsa technique, where the female leads in place of the man.
Okay.
Like you saw in the video, they were just having a lot of fun. But, you know, salsa really does represent like relationships and love, and that's why they usually dance with a partner. Okay, cool.
Go.
Yes, hello?
Hi, is this the Baila Dance Studio?
Why, yes it is. How can I help you today?
We were wondering if you could teach us how to salsa and flamenco.
Oh, I'm sure we can help you with that. Come on, join us.
Thank you.
You guys want to learn how to flamenco? I have a video on that. Let's play. So flamenco is made of 3 parts: dancing, singing, and the music. We're going to highlight the dancing part of it. So dancers usually wear long skirts or dresses, tight ones but long ones with lots of different ruffles. Traditionally they come in colors like black, red, or white, but now as time progressed they have become more fancy and more they have more patterns than before. So now we're going to go on to how to learn the dance. There's 4 basic parts: braceo, which is movement of the arms; florea, movement of the fingers and the hands; taconeo is the movement, is how you use your heels; and zapateado is how you use your feet. So I'll start with the footwork and how we're going to use our heels and things. There's 3 basic moves. Golpe is like this. What I just showed you is planta, y tacón. So golpe, planta, y tacón. Today we're just going to use planta y tacón like this, and you do it in a rhythm of 4 beats. So planta y tacón, planta y tacón, planta y tacón, planta y tacón. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the braceo and for the florea, you move your hands like this, hands and fingers like this, and then you bring them up like this. And you can how the arms are usually done in flamenco. And you would just keep doing that over and over throughout the dance.
And I know how to salsa. Here's a clip for you guys. So you want a salsa. That's great. Salsa is a very popular dance form and it always has been as well. Because it developed in 2 different countries, there are slight differences in the styles. The Icelandic style, especially Cuba, is very circular, whereas the North American styles are very linear, with the partners going back and forth. Okay, so the basic form that was established was quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. If you notice, I didn't move on counts 4 or counts 8. And that's what's difficult for beginners to understand at the first point because they don't know when to pause. But once this is mastered, it is very easy. As for the costumes of salsa, you don't really need one because it's a very casual and laid-back dance. But as for professionals, they put a modern twist on traditional dresses by having short red dresses, and the red represents the love and the passion, which is also why they dance in partners. And there's also ruffles and cutouts, which again give the idea of elegance and beauty. As for men, they wear dress shirts and dress pants with leather shoes. Alright, so as for the basics of the dance, there are 4 main steps. The first one is the basic step, and I'll be doing the followers part because that's the more intricate side of it. Okay, so for the follower, you're always going to start off with the left. So back step together, front step together. Once that's mastered, you can move on to the next step, which is the cucaracha, the side step. Again, starting with the left leg, side step together, side step together. The third one is the spin, and this is the most complicated out of all of them, of the beginner steps. What you're going to do is you're going to start off with the same left leg, back step together. For the spin part, you're going to step, step, spin, and together. So once you master that, you can move on to the club exit, which is when, if you end up in an uncomfortable position with your partner, you can just loop your hands around with the same footwork as the basic to exit. And there are three main holds, which is the open hold, where you're just facing each other, the two-handed hold, or the closed frame hold, where you're holding the partner's back and their arm. Alright, so I hope you have fun salsa-ing and enjoy your dancing. Bye!
Okay, great. Alright, I think we're ready for the party.
Maybe we should practice one more time.
Good idea.
Okay, let's go back to the stage.
2, 3, 4. Go. 2, 1. Thanks for watching!